Welcome to PPI Recording Studio nestled in the cradle of New York City. Welcome to the second weekly episode for the month of August 2026 for Dedication Around the Nation weekly courtesy video marketing series and interview series, because we are getting it out to the nation and beyond. First photo you see on your screen is a thank you to TERRI MERRILL, longtime subscriber and viewer to this channel. So thank you, TERRI, for your support of the series. Now, you're going to see on your screen, TERRI has also submitted some photos and also a few videos, not so much earlier this year, very recent, of her critter cam. So I'm sure we're going to have some more of that for 2026, so stay tuned. Next photo you see come up, and that is for last week's episode, which was August 5, 2026. You've not seen it, live link in the text description area makes it very easy to click on to watch. Now, in that episode, which is that right here, this poster, I debuted a medley and performed it from my third CD, which is on your screen, called Fate Revealed by Design, and it is a medley of two songs, A Perfect Love, which is Semicon and Nicholas Brodsky, which is an obscure tune, and we married it to Hoagie Carmichael and Ned Washington, The Nearness of You. Live link in the text description area to check it out. It's really, really, really beautiful. Put together by Daryl Kojak and myself, and recorded the same. Next photo you're going to see come up and is a follow-through for August 5, 2026 episode, and that is for a non-profit. This is our fourth consecutive week non-profit marketing support on this series for this non-profit. It's called Ocean Conservation Namibia. Now, that is on the continent of Africa, the Atlantic side coast, and they're part and parcel of the larger organization, Ocean Conservation, based right here in the United States. I was going to say New York City, they're not, but in the United States. And I love what they're doing out there in Namibia, and it's all about Cape Fur Seal rescue. And they've got a truckload of videos on their YouTube channel. This next one you're going to see on your screen is a new one that I'm posting today for them. And it's not new. It's actually a 5-year-old video, but man, it really shows what the seals get exposed to. It's this green fishing net that's encased the entire body of the seal. And if it wasn't for these fellas coming along, trapping the seal and removing it, the poor thing would have died of starvation because it was over its entire body. Really, really awful. Live links in the text description area to their website, Facebook page, certainly their YouTube channel, and it goes to what I talk about here frequently. You're going to see that on your screen. This is why I recycle so much, and this is why I pick up so much junk and street trash on the side of the road, because it eventually gets into the water column somehow, whether it be a lake, pond, river, estuary, certainly the ocean, right? And then critters like these seals have to deal with this. So next one you're going to see, and these are a couple absolutely, for this past week, magnificent nature-human being interaction. First one on your screen, and this, I was walking down Park Avenue here in New York City last week on my way to record the August 5th, 2026 episode, and I find this guy. Boom, you're going to see it on your screen. This is a belted kingfisher. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous bird, and it was huddled against the facade of a building on Park Avenue. And people are walking by, nobody's paying attention, and I stopped, I put down my bag, I put down the other bag I was carrying, my bag being my backpack, and I put it on the sidewalk, and I went over and I started hanging out. Clearly it was in distress. But I have a lot of experience. I've been saving animals for over 60 years. I don't have to look for them, I just find them. Stumble onto them, so to speak, while I'm in transit. So this particular bird, I hung out with it for about 15 minutes, and I noticed and knew that through its body language that it was starting to come around. A lot of times they'll fly into a building or a big window, they'll bounce off of that, drop down to the sidewalk like a rock, and they'll have to just rest for a little while till they can get their gyro back. And that's what this bird was doing. You could see it in that 15-20 minutes. It was looking around much easier. Its neck was moving, very fluid. It was very aware of me. It was aware of its surroundings. And then eventually it flew on my backpack, opened up its wings, which was a whole nother sight to behold, and then it flew off onto 28th Street. It was really, really cool. Absolutely gorgeous creature. Now, I was prepared, though, if necessary, to find a box, grab it, and then put it in the box and take it to a wildlife rescue rehab.
Is that a jack-in-the-box?
Yeah, not quite. So next one is from one of the online YouTube news channels that I follow frequently, and this is within the last week. This is WPLG, Dateline, Miami, Florida, and this is if you haven't seen this, you got to know about it. This is a cat called Felix the cat. It was unburied. For 37 days, it was buried in the earthquake rubble in Venezuela. It took them that long to find it because it's this whole painstaking process of unearthing all of this rubble. And they found Felix the cat. You're going to see that on your screen, which the owner was absolutely thrilled that they found Felix the cat. And Felix is doing good now. I mean, it's got some treatment. It's fine and back with its owner. And they also found the next one you're going to see in the same spot. They found a turtle. And they also found a dog. So happy, if you will, news for that because it was such devastation there through the earthquake. Very, very cool about Felix the cat. Next one you're going to see, and this is from 9 News in Australia, and this is only a couple days ago. This is really, really cool. This fellow was out on the ocean off of Australia, and it was greeted and meted by a rare gray morphed southern right whale, and you're going to see that on your screen now. And it hung out around this fellow's boat for about 10 minutes. This fellow was agog. He was absolutely blown away. And it's a morphed southern right whale because it has something to do with the modeling of its skin. And it gets a different modeling when it's a morphed whale. But it's a southern right whale nonetheless. A rare treat to behold, that's for sure. Definitely live links in the description area. Now, the next one is from 10 News, which is Australia again. This is only a couple days old, and this is a young girl by the name of Scarlett, 10 years old, and a group of other people on a beach came upon this juvenile humpback whale. It had stranded itself low tide, like on a sandbar, for example, and they stayed there for hours, put water on it, kept watering it so it wouldn't dry out and so it wouldn't get stressed out. And through that, tide came back in. The whale was actually able to go back out into the ocean. So what a story for this 10-year-old girl, Scarlett. Pretty wild. Again, live links in the text description area. Really, really cool all the way around. So next one I'm going to talk about real quick, and this is a reminder. 37th annual Tom Green BiANNUAL, I should say. Beach cleanup here in New York City. It's actually in Brooklyn and Bay Ridge to be specific. 9 o'clock in the morning. That is actually Veterans Day, November 11th, 2026. Come on out. Gloves will be provided. And it's called Yancey's Wharf, right across from Fort Hamilton. Very, very cool. I've done it, and it's definitely worth the trip to go out. A lot of fun. It's usually about 2-3 hours. Project 142 Concert Series is the sponsor of the Dedication Around the Nation weekly courtesy video marketing and interview series. See that logo on your screen? Now, this series, meaning the video series, came about through the strife of COVID. I came up with this idea April 2020, put a redesign, a remodeling of, at that point in time, Project 142 was a mobile concert series in New York. I was artistic director of it, developed it all for that. And when nobody was going anywhere, nobody was doing anything, we had all this significant marketing set up for the website and for concerts that we were providing here in New York. Came up with this idea of the video series, approached Chip about it, the owner of PPR Recording Studio, and now we're in our 7th season. April 28, 2021, we launched it, and here we are now in our 7th season. And it's all taken this marketing of 21 years of myself, self-taught, doing hundreds of gigs, self-produced concerts, certainly concerts for other organizations, helping them out, MC of other organization events, certainly, and then certainly Project 142 as artistic director, and put it all into this video series, helping organizations like Pro Street Station Restaurant, 53 Summer Street, Malden, Massachusetts, north of Boston, celebrating their 40th year anniversary. Also, Paul Ponder's podcast series, certainly Ocean Conservation Namibia, right? They're a new one now. We've been helping to get the word out. We also had 3 interviews earlier this year. You're going to see that on your screen. Number 1 was John Phillip. He was a return guest. And that was in April 2026, helping to get the word out about his upcoming, at that point in time, gigs here in New York City. Also, Robert C. Ford, Poet at Large in Charge here in New York City. It was April 2026, and he was a return guest. And then May 8, 2026, we had Lucy Morningstar as a first-time guest here at Dedication Around the Nation. Helped launch her new song that eventually came out after that episode interview. So I'm going to take it out today, as I always do since the very start. I always perform at least one song. I realized before I did this episode today that I haven't sung this song in all of 2026. It's one of the few songs that I have in rotation that I do at least once a year on this series. It's all about faith. It's a solar eclipse today, and I figured it's perfect for that. It's about faith in nature, faith in God, faith in that you're on your right path, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you'll get the support if you're in that head, if you're in that lane, and it'll give you what you need to do to get where you got to go. That's what this song is all about. It was composed by Paul Francis Webster, and Nicholas Brodsky. We were talking about him earlier on that medley I was talking about with Sammy Kahn, right? And it was composed for a movie called The Student Prince, 1954. Really, really beautiful movie, and that is a takeoff based on a 1927, I believe, in 1926, Sigmund Romberg operetta. It's called I'll Walk with God. It's very significant. It's become a big piece for me, and it was somebody recommended me singing it, and here we are now. I've sung it many, 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 not only on this video series, but I've sung it many different applications in churches and in funeral services, memorial services, out in the public. It's really, really cool. I'll walk with God from this day on. His helping hand I'll lean upon. This is my prayer, my humble plea. May the Lord be ever with me. There is no death, though eyes grow dim. There is no fear when I'm near to him. I'll lean on him forever, and he'll forsake me never. He will not fail me as long as my faith is strong. Whatever road I may walk along, I'll walk with God. I'll take his hand. I'll talk with God. He'll understand. I'll pray to him each day to him, and he'll hear the words that I say. His grace reveals the paths I've trod. Now I'll never walk alone while I walk with God. It's stunning and it's majestic. I mean, it's such a wonderful song. It's really, really a stunning song. Just have faith, man, and you'll get there. You just got to walk it and talk it. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you in the next episode. And as always, thank you, Mr. Chip Fabrizi. Check out all those live links in the text description area. They are there for you. Nonprofits, small businesses like Pearl Street Station Restaurant, certainly Paul's podcast series, absolutely phenomenal video in Norwalk, Connecticut. We will see you next episode. Until then, stay cool and enjoy the nicer summer weather. We'll see you next episode.